With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Say, little bitch, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. Oh, ha, ha. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Oh, ha, ha. Hit the stove, I can get them both, I don't wanna choose. Oh, ha, ha. And I'm quick, cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Oh, ha, ha. Now she say she gon' do what a who. Okay, sorry. That was leading into Jill.
Yeah.
Now she say she gon' do what? She gon' do what? She gon' do what to who? She said she gon' do what? Let's take a long walk so I can see what you gon' do to me. Let's raid. Love that I got. Okay, I'm done.
Welcome.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. What's up?
What's going on?
Yeah. We should do the whole episode. We should do the whole episode in NPR.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do. Because this is a pop culture episode, so.
Absolutely. So therefore, we should just talk like this pleasantly.
You know I can't keep that up, nigga. I'm too loud for that.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Jaden XD. We are Jaden XD.
Yeah, I'm XD.
And I'm Jade of all Jades.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a cold.
Yeah. What's up? How you living? How you living, Biggie Smalls?
Nigga, I'm a full-blown mother.
Yeah, you are.
Like, full-blown, nigga. I took my kid to dance, and I take her to school every morning.
Yeah.
I take her.
Yeah.
I get her dressed, do her hair, give her a couple licks before we walk out the door because she don't know how to act.
Ooh, you are not only you are a mother, you're a black mother.
Make her some peanut butter toast.
Ooh, you are a hella black mama. You are a black mama.
Last night I was like, what can I make in the morning that's going to be filling and it's going to have protein and she's going to be, I said, peanut butter toast. Mm-hmm. Quick. Get up, do her hair. I'm a very black mother. I'm a very black mother.
Peanut butter toast is lit, actually.
Peanut butter toast is amazing. It's cheap.
It's cheap.
Nigga, all you got to do
healthy.
is buy some bread. Ezekiel bread if you're really trying to get your fitness on.
Yeah.
And some peanut butter or some almond butter or some sunflower butter.
Girl, did you know how expensive that shit is?
What? What?
No almond butter.
I shop at Trader Joe's.
Oh, well,
it's
yeah.
like Narnia.
Yeah, it is. I've also been playing with Thrive Market. I enjoy Thrive Market.
I've cheated on the Joes a little bit lately.
That's fine. How was your week?
It was good. It was my birthday.
Yes.
I got a cute little video made.
You did.
Some nigga made it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I got a beautiful video made. I got tons of friends posts and so much love, like from you guys, family members and friends, but from the listeners. The listeners like showed up and showed out for 2 days.
Yes, Jade Hive.
Listen, they
Heavy.
like, y'all came heavy. I was like, all this love.
Yeah,
That's dope.
The Jade Hive. It was in full effect.
It was fun. And Crystal Jean,
Yeah.
I have to say it again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you guys hear things twice. Not my fault. That peach cobbler and that whiskey banana pudding. Fuck a cake.
Yo, let me tell you something.
Adults have peach cobblers at their birthdays.
Yeah. I didn't have any of the peach cobbler because, I'm not really a peach cobbler kind of girl.
What?
We've talked about this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like
Put it out of my mind.
I don't like soupy fruit. Like, I don't really like cooked fruit all the time.
Peach cobbler. Let's break it down.
Whatever.
I hate you. Okay. Anyway, peach cobbler should not be soupy fruit. For those who know how.
I just don't like cooked fruit, all right?
To eat peach cobbler, it must be full of crust.
Okay.
Full of dough.
I'm also not a big crust girl.
All right, we're done with this conversation.
Fine.
This is
Fine.
stressing me.
Whatever. Anyway, what else did you do for your birthday? Because partially my story ties into that, but yeah.
So we'll wait for that part of it. So so we all will find out what we did on Sunday, and then on Monday, on my actual birthday, Bobby took me and Crystal out because her birthday's on Saturday.
Yeah.
He took me and Crystal out for drinks. So we just went to happy hour right after work. After he got off work, I didn't go to work because that was the one thing that I gave myself is that I'm not going to work.
Absolutely.
I think I went to work last year on my birthday. I feel like I did. So this year I was like, I'm not going to work. Like, I don't have to really do anything, but I'm not going to work. So I didn't really do a whole lot. There might be some upcoming activities. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
But there might be some upcoming activities. It ain't over. It ain't over. So how was your week?
Whew, boy, it was eventful.
It was.
First, we launched JadenXD.com again.
Yes, we did.
So I had to do all the work for that.
Yes, you did.
So that was fun. And then, so that was fun. And then we all went to, we were fancy and famous this weekend.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
We went to Christian Siriano's party.
Yes, we went to his after
party. If you don't know who Christian Siriano is, you need to. He was the winner of Project Runway, the most successful winner of Project Runway. Yeah. Who his designs are amazing. He features and centers plus size black women.
Yep. When nobody would make Leslie Jones dress, remember, Christian Siriano dressed her.
And she looked fucking amazing.
Right. And Danny from Danielle from Orange is the New Black.
Danielle Brooks was there.
She was. I always love seeing her. She's always such a sweetie. Every time I see her, she used to come to my club, so that's how I know her. She used to come to my club and come sit at the bar and hang out and drink. Yeah. She'd come in with friends, and she's always, she's just always been a sweetie. And then when she would come see me and like come give me a hug and always make her way over to me, even if I wasn't working and I happened to be there. She'd come over and make her way over to me. So I love seeing her. So she was surprised to see me there. I hadn't seen her in a little while.
Yeah.
But we were,
we were having a wang dang doodle.
I was dressed like Cardi B.
You were.
My Shiro.
You were. I was just like a retired NBA player.
Yeah, you were. It was lit.
Yeah, it was. And then what else did I do? I had a meeting with my book club the next day. Because I'm trying to.
It's lit.
I am like reading like 3 books right now at the same time.
Yeah, that's me usually.
And writing this last one we got to put out, but
yes.
Right. But hung out with them, and my book club is always fun, so that was a good time hanging out with them. We talk books or the book that we're reading, and
what are you all reading right now?
We just chose a new book. We just got started again because we took a years-long break, like a long time, because people move, busy, whatever. Like the last book we read was Warmth of Other Suns.
Okay.
Which is about the migration from the South to the West and Midwest and stuff. This, I don't remember the title of what we're going. I haven't started it yet. But I'll let you guys know. If you want to know, tweet me and I'll tell you. Ryan picked it, so it's going to be good. But I'm also reading Samantha Irby's book, who is fucking hilarious. She just followed me on Twitter, so I'm kind of standing. And I just got Hill's book today.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because she's gone rogue.
Okay.
Because she's fed up with Trump, Pito, and everybody else in
authority.
Yeah.
Yes. Same.
Yeah.
That's dope. Well, look at you. Did y'all have tea?
No, girl. We had wine and weed.
Yeah, that's a real book club, man. That's a real book club.
Right. And then after that, we celebrated your birthday at Crystal Jean's house, where we had that whiskey banana pudding.
My girl got me a little separate cup and put it away in the, as she likes to call it, the ice box.
The ice box, because
Crystal is 86 years old from Oklahoma.
She is.
So she'll be like, "Oh, go get it out the ice box." She put a little cup away for me in the ice box, and I ate it last night.
It is so good. You can ask Crystal where she got it because I don't remember, but it was delicious. And you guys had that peach cobbler, which is lit. It looked wonderful. I'm sure it was delectable and delicious.
We're done with this conversation.
I just sat and had a cupcake. Kathiri and I just had cupcakes, and it was great. We had chicken.
Chicken.
It was a lot of chicken.
She bought a barbecue. We had a barbecue on Memorial Day. Small, and just kind of grilled some meat, because it's a holiday. Crystal came over and we sat outside and all night and just grilled meat because I made the sides earlier, and she was like, "I got to get me a grill." We sat outside and grilled meat. She was like, "I got to get one of these." Next thing I know, she got one because that's how she is.
Yeah. We sat on her white woman balcony and
ate chicken, and spinach dip, deviled eggs.
That spin dip was so delish.
Thanks, friend.
You did that.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah.
I love me a good spinach dip.
I love that. Spin dip.
So easy. You guys will soon get the recipe for that.
Yeah. What else did I do? We watched Insecure, which we'll talk about later. Otherwise, it was a pretty chill week. I was with friends and the people who I love all weekend. So it was a good weekend.
That's really it. Noah started Alvin Ailey on Sunday.
Did she?
She did. She started...
I did see your pictures that she posted.
Oh, my God.
She had a good time.
Oh, my goodness. That little girl. So they don't let the parents stay in the class.
Oh, y'all have Diana
Williams. Nigga, this is like the beginning of a dance career is what they are essentially setting up.
Yes.
Expensive career. And it's
number 758 reason why I'm not having children.
It's an expensive joy.
I'm expensive. I can't imagine that, but okay.
Right. These little $20 leotards for people that grow every 5 minutes. So,
she is rather tall. She has grown a bit because I was looking at her today and I was just like, oh, she's got a little tall.
Her aunt is tall. Noah's tall for a 4-year-old. Her aunt is tall. Tristan's sister is really tall. She's almost 6 foot. Mm-hmm. Tristan is 6'1". And, her mom's tall, me, so...
In opposite worlds, yeah.
Yo, I'm tired of you all.
Okay, well, you think you're a tall, dark-skinned woman. It's so weird.
Crystal, she told me we're the same height, and I don't believe that.
No, you're taller than her.
She's like, you looking me in the eye and I'm looking you in the eye. We scream at each other down Adam Clayton Powell.
Right.
Because because I am not the same height as her.
You're a little taller. Doesn't mean that you're tall.
Tall.
Okay.
So Noah's gonna be tall. Like
right.
It's just all in her blood.
All right. Great. Well, when you're ready to stop lying to yourself in the public, we'll be here for you. Listen to us anywhere and everywhere you get your podcasts. I know today we were supposed to do the Love Connection. Jay was going to find me a date, but I totally vetoed that. So that's off the table. Thank you guys.
He didn't trust me.
Yeah, no, I didn't. So, so thank you. I'm going to we're gonna forego that. XD's Corner today. I have two. Do you want the serious one or do you want the funny one?
Give me the serious first.
Okay. I think the serious is long, but okay.
No.
You've worked so hard for all the things you have. The salary, the status, the success. And with that image, there's a drink. One to unwind, one to loosen up, one to take the edge off. But how do you know when a drink is more than just a drink? We get it. We can help. Karen's Grandview program has been helping accomplished people just like you regain their lives. Talk to us. Visit karen.org/Grandview.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
I talk about niggas is lonely and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, niggas is lonely. And so eventually people have been single for a long time. They finally get in a relationship. And it's almost like, do you forget how to be in a relationship? And it's like, when you're single for so long and you're so like it's not like you being selfish. It's just you're very pro me at the moment.
Of course, because that's what you've been focusing on.
Yeah. And then it's just like, oh shit, I don't remember how to do this. Like, oh, I gotta care about another nigga's feelings.
Yes.
Fuck, I gotta be considerate.
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta listen.
And see, that's the thing. If I may interject.
Yeah, yes, corner. Please.
Jade's chair. So, niggas, that's all encompassing.
Yeah.
When you get in a relationship, before you get in a relationship, because there are people who don't care about being in a relationship. They're like, if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, there are people who are avidly like, I do not want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
There are people who are very delusional and stupid, like Shad Moss, who want to be in a relationship but refuse to call it so. But there are people out here, many of us, who really want to be in a relationship, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let me be very clear. There's nothing wrong with you wanting that. You want what you want. You know what you want. And if you want companionship, there's nothing wrong with you putting that out there. But I think what happens is that they forget all of the things that come along with that, and all of the responsibilities that you have to take on. All that fine print, they forget about those things because they're thinking about the companionship and the great times and the love and this and that. It's a lot of work, my nigga. It's a lot of work to be in a relationship.
Yeah, it is. And so I was just really thinking about like, well, I've been single a very, very long time. And so I'm just kind of like, well, what happens once I get in a relationship? Like, I don't know if I know how to be in one. But to be fair, most people don't, and they kind of learn along the way. But I don't know. I feel like I haven't been in like a legit like committed, like I actually love this nigga and we've been in together for the long haul. We may even get married or something in like a decade. So it's kind of like, over 10 years, my life has completely changed in how I view and see the world and myself. So I'm kind of like, well, what does that look like with a partner? So I don't know. That's just something I've been kind of toying around with. And I'm sure a whole bunch of other people feel this way and haven't necessarily thought about it. Like, I'm like, I don't know if I, or maybe this fear or a hindrance of like, I don't want to be in a relationship because I don't know how to be.
Right.
And that's something I've been like kind of dealing with. I don't know. I need to talk to Fran about it. But I need to go in the friend zone and talk about it.
It's so funny because that's anytime you got a question.
Yeah, ask Fran.
So, side note. Tangent. I started using this natural deodorant. Okay? Because I have been teetering the line of really trying to not use chemical deodorant for a while now.
You and me both, and we have the same struggles.
Yep. I go through, trying to figure out what works best for me, making my own, buying some, testing them out. And I bought one and my armpits broke out. Yeah. And I was like, what? How? Everything in here is natural. I sure did hit up. I said, sis, is this normal? And she told me exactly what I needed to do. And that seems to be the going pattern.
I just gotta talk to Fran. I don't
just
know.
Talk to Fran.
I don't know. So my other part of Xy's Corner.
Here. Talk to Fran.
And it's Palo Santo. I figured that's what it was.
Channel Fran.
Yeah. This is for gays. Actually, it's not necessarily for gays. This is for all people who enjoy this. So I am not currently, but in theory, I am a practicing homosexual. Not currently, but in theory, I am. Not in practice, but theoretically.
Okay.
Just have to make that clear. And oftentimes on the interwebs, I see people of a similar ilk, like-minded folk, who talk about enjoying coffee in the morning, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah, get a little extra pep in your step in the morning.
Yeah.
And then gays are always like, yes, I'll just say it, morning sex, yes, before you go to work, yes.
That's everybody.
Yes. But I thought, how? Because logistically, are you not muddy in the morning?
No.
Not you. I mean, I don't know, like, in my head, gays, I mean, clearly you're entering an exit-only space. And in my head, in the morning, you should be evacuating.
Well, most people do unload in the AM.
So my point is, how are you doing that when you need to unload in the AM?
Maybe they do it before they got to.
That's what I am getting at.
Or
so some people are like Whitley Gilbert, and they, do the do before they nigga wake up.
Okay.
Or y'all are just nasty.
Why? Oh.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to catch this because you're like, because your face is really like, I don't understand what the problem is. And I'm like,
and now I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's so much activity in the morning. Like it's not only a romp, but it's a paint party in the morning.
Yeah.
Most people go to those in the evening.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
At the start of a day.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. So I say all this to say that people romanticize sex in such a weird and unpractical way that when people actually have it, they're not necessarily that fulfilled because they have these warped ideas about sex.
They watch too much damn TV.
Right, and porn.
And porn.
It's like, because again, niggas is lonely. So it's just like, it doesn't really work. I just want people to have more honest conversations about sex. And that way we can eliminate these untruths. That's why like people pissed me off with the whole conversation about insecure and condom use and yada yada yada. I'm like, you guys are complaining, but it's not real. Like these niggas don't even piss afterwards. So like, why are you worrying about condoms? Like, you want this to be really real? Then you need to focus on like a scene where a nigga couldn't get it up because he had, you know, like too much to drink, or you know, like maybe some old girl was dry. You know what I mean? Like, there are just some things that if you want this to be really real.
They said Molly's pussy was broken.
Okay. Okay. But my point is,
maybe it's dry as hell. Maybe it really smells.
You know what doesn't smell?
No
my
sex
sheets.
What's the other XD's corner?
Bitch, can you imagine? You got these brand new like Brooklyn sheets, and then all of a sudden,
because you can't do that on your brand new Brooklyn sheets.
Hell no! Like, first of all, Brooklyn is the shiznai. Like I love them.
I absolutely love them.
They are great. Actually. They are New York based.
Which is why I like to respect my sheets at all costs. You know what I'm saying? I see the ads. I get to experience it for myself. And the whole thing is, which people don't realize that you spend a third of your life on your sheets.
Yo.
Respect them as such. Put some respect on your sheets.
Right.
And Brooklinen has definitely made me put respect on my sheets. They're respectable sheets.
Yes. And like, you can't be mad because they got mad colors, versatile colors and patterns. And you can mix and match them. So like me, you know, like if you ain't got a little one, you got to add a little another because just to make it cute.
Mm-hmm. Not with them.
No.
There's so many different colors. I told you all that I got the smoke gray. It is just very lit. I absolutely love my Brooklyn sheets.
Yeah.
And they cut out unnecessary markups and manufacturing waste. So in order to offer exquisite designs and exceptional savings across their collection, they've done so, which is a favor for us.
Yeah. So, you know, I love my Brooklyn sheets. Try them out. Try these sheets out. And I know you'll love them too.
Yep. Just for you all, there's an exclusive offer. You can go to brooklinen.com just for our listeners to get $20 off and free shipping when you use our promo code JXD.
Yeah, and in fact, Brooklinen is so confident that you'll love your new sheets that they offer a risk-free 60-night satisfaction guarantee and a lifetime warranty on all of their sheets and comforters. Hey. So there's no reason not to give these sheets a try.
So the only way, again, to get that $20 off and that free shipping is to use promo code JXD at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com, promo code JXD.
Brooklinen, these are the best sheets ever!
So put some respect on it.
Exactly. Let's take a break. Now it's time for Artist of the Week.
Every day an escape, high away, looking for the sun, hoping that I never break.
This week's Artist of the Week, and I'm surprised we haven't mentioned her before. It's Bosco.
Yes.
I love Bosco. Like, she, you know how, I mean, I complain a lot about like these artists being too vibey or whatever, but she is the truth. Like, I enjoy everything that she's put out. My favorite song by her is Gold Ghost. Like, I don't know if you can get your freaky sneaky onto it, but, you know, I think you should get your freaky sneaky onto it.
Oh, okay.
I think Cruel, she just released an EP, and I think one of the songs was featured on Insecure.
Yes, it was.
And, you know, they're good for picking out amazing music.
Indie music.
Yeah, and so she's from Atlanta. She gets a lot of comparisons to Solange. I mean, that's a great compliment. I don't see it, but I think she could listen to her for herself. She's on all streaming services. So, you know, support Black art.
Support Black art.
All right, so this week we're doing pop culture.
Yay.
We haven't done it in a long time. We haven't done it in a long time, and I feel like, you know, we should.
There's stuff happen.
Yeah, stuff. More importantly, white people pissing us off.
Can I just tell you? Everybody knows. I say I live in Flatbush, and I live in a very, very, very Caribbean neighborhood. I saw 5 white people in my local supermarket last night.
They're gonna get a Yelp review soon.
Yo, stressed. They're gonna give it a bad Yelp review too.
Yeah, white people love to snitch. That's why they invented Yelp.
Yeah, and we've been doing just fine.
Yeah.
5 white people. I was like, this is the most I've seen in a year. All in one night. They come like the damn Night Walkers on Game of Thrones on that last episode. They just march in and take over.
Well, this is about to piss you off anymore.
Yeah, I know.
So these 2 people from Google. One was a product manager at Google. The other one was something else white at Google. They have decided to launch a new concept called Bodega.
And the logo is a cat.
It's essentially a box that's filled with convenience items geared to essentially eliminate mom and pop stores and, well, a bodega. I don't really like using that word. I call it corner store because I feel like calling it bodega is patronizing because I don't speak Spanish, but it's fine.
It's New York culture.
I know.
Like, that's what it's been called.
I know. I just, you know, sometimes I'm Frida from Insecure.
Okay. I'm never Frida.
Yeah. Anyway, these whites, well, one is white and one is Middle Eastern. But he probably assimilates to white culture, so whatever. Yeah. He white adjacent colored. Shout out to Christy who said that. This is the stupidest idea. It's a glorified vending machine. Like, first of all,
I don't keep quarters. Okay.
First of all, I'm sure that you'd be able to use Apple Pay.
I know.
Totes, sidebar. I know we're about to go into a conversation about gentrification, but I really turn my noses up at corner stores that don't have Apple Pay. Like, it's 2017. Get with it.
Get over it.
No.
And use cash like every other nigga.
No, every other nigga has a Metro PCS phone that has access to Samsung and or Apple Pay, so therefore they can use it. You could attach your Baby Fat or Rush card to it.
I don't even use Apple Pay.
Well, do you know how to use Apple Pay?
I do not.
There we go.
I think one time I sent somebody. No, I didn't. No.
See, exactly. You don't use it because you don't know how. And if you did know how, you would use it.
But I also know
if
at the bodega I have to use cash.
How you'd use it. That's because the bodega you go to is a drug front.
You're snitching so loudly.
I didn't tell them where it was.
You're snitching so loudly.
I'm just saying all candy stores in New York don't sell candy.
Let me tell you something.
I'm just saying.
Those are my poppies, okay? They take good care of me. Those are my amigos. They are my friends. They take wonderful care of me. If I do not have $2 for my things that I go in there to purchase, they'd be like, come back tomorrow. Because they know I will.
But like, this is so dumb. Like, are you just so adverse to like not going into like a corner store that you have to just like, oh, let me just go to the vending machine?
No, it's because white people think that they're always making something better when really they're ruining things.
Oh, absolutely. Technology is a disease of a nation. I mean, it's great because we're able to make money off of this, but it's really ruining people. It's ruining people's lives. Like, people thrive, like people's livelihoods depend upon these like small mom and pop stores or bodegas, you know, to make ends meet. And now you're attempting to, stupidly, might I add, take money out of people's pockets. Because first of all, people just don't go to the corner store just to buy toilet paper.
They're not going to sell no frontal leaves in a bodega kit.
Where are you going to buy chopped cheese?
You going to send it to me in a box, freeze dried, with some dry ice around it?
They didn't even have Fabuloso in there.
Did they have Mistolin?
No.
They had Method products, didn't they?
Yes. Sidebar, we love Method products. They're great.
Method, yeah, great. You guys want to sponsor us?
Yeah,
absolutely.
They're fabulous. I use them. It's wonderful. It's great. The cleansing, the all-purpose cleaner, fabulous.
Wonderful.
But fuck them.
Right.
Like, there's just absolutely no need for this.
Fuck people who think that they need to come into an already existing and functioning society with their innovative ideas that nobody asked for. Stop inserting yourself into things that nobody is asking for.
Like, no one has ever said, like, the fuck ever, like,
I wish the bodega would just come to me in a trendy box.
Like, not even that, because, I mean, technically you could if you order shit from Amazon. But the point is, like, no one's ever been, like, going, I need a vending machine for paper towels. Like, that is so dumb.
That's dumb.
That's so
Take your ass in the door and read like everybody else.
Right.
Or go to Costco like I do. Oh, God, they stress me out. I can't stand millennials.
Yeah, they get on my fucking nerves. I'm all for making things easier, but not like this.
They don't sell incense in the bodega box. You can't go to the bodega box and get incense.
No.
There are things at a bodega that are...
It's first of all, it's all, and also bodegas are a social setting because there are people who go there, and I used to talk shit about, and by used to I mean like I still do, but I considered this later that why people hang out in the corner store all fucking day. It's to stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
These black men and women get in trouble just by being.
Just by breathing.
Just by breathing and living and blinking. Sometimes being at that corner store all day is just a safe space for them so that they could A, not get caught up by the police or stay out of trouble. Mm-hmm. So this is a safe space for us. That's like when they all went to go protest when Trump got elected about the travel ban, all the Middle Easterners who own the corner stores, you know, I supported them. I told them, I was like, support. If you need me to donate, sign a petition. You know, I'm with you. A, because it's human rights. And two, you also provide a space in my community that's a lot more than me buying toilet paper and like Arizona green tea. You know what I mean? Like, they're staples in the community.
What's it all about? It's the bodega cat in the back in the house. Knick-knack, paddywhack, fuck your dog bone. I'm mobbing with my cats, we relax on the throne. Which is on top of a bunch of potatoes. Lil Fine Kitty lay on top of the
So Jemele Hill. I know Jemele in real life. She and I did our TED Talks together at the same conference.
Yes, you did.
Yes. Super sweet, the homegirl. Real, woke, knowledgeable, intelligent, smart host. First black woman host. I feel like first woman host of Sports Center on ESPN, which is literally the greatest show in sports. Next to following, Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. God, they really need to replace.
Or listening to Shariel.
Yeah.
The Bell.
Yeah. The Bell of the Ball.
The Bell of the Ball.
Podcast.
B-E-L-L-E.
Link in the description box, whatever you're listening.
Check it out for all things football.
Yeah. So anyway, Jemele is no stranger to speaking about how she feels politically, and they're all just and right, and she's great.
Right, and informed.
Yes. She said on Twitter, and I quote, Donald Trump is a white supremacist who has largely surrounded himself with other white supremacists. There's no lies. I don't know where the lie is. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like in another tweet she called him a bigot, which
I still haven't heard any untruths.
Yeah, there isn't. So there was a tirade of tweets and, no, you can't say that. And so ESPN issued a statement and said, the comments on Twitter from Jemele Hill regarding the president do not represent the position of ESPN. We have addressed this with Jemele, and she recognizes her actions were inappropriate. That was fucking weak, ESPN.
So weak. Like, that was
weak.
Whack.
So weak. And I understand, it's sports. Like, I get it, right? You don't want to make it political, but how is sports not political?
Look at the whole shit with Colin Kaepernick.
I feel like, even still, sports has always been, sports and entertainment. Jim Brown did this in the 60s and 70s with civil rights. You know what I mean? I don't know why people are getting holier than thou when people are doing the exact same thing that they did back then.
I don't either.
Sports has always been a political statement, even in basketball, golf, tennis. Everything has been a political statement.
Yep.
On or off the court.
Look at Caitlyn Jenner.
Yes. Regardless of how you feel about Caitlyn, political statement.
Yep.
So I don't see where I think ESPN's fault is that, they need to appease these NASCAR fans who watch, Duck Dynasty,
In the Great Smoke Competition.
Yeah.
Spike TV.
Yeah. And because I guess that's where whatever. I was just super disappointed in ESPN. And you would figure ESPN is rather progressive because you have two black hosts of the top-rated program on the network.
Yep.
You have Shannon Sharp, who on TV publicly denounces Trump and calls everybody white supremacists, yada, yada. But most importantly, they have these white hosts and things who actively say racist and spew bigotry.
Yep.
All the live long day. Nothing happens to them. Nothing.
As soon as somebody tweets something from their account.
Right. Either way, fuck out of here. This reminds me of Being Mary Jane. When she called that one lady an ugly black woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
Yes. That's exactly what it is, actually.
Mm-hmm. Just a little history repeating.
Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga.
But yeah, we stand with Jemele Hill.
Absolutely.
ESPN, do your thing. Don't be stupid. And then the White House was like urging for her to be fired because it's a fireable offense for saying that he's a white supremacist.
It's not if he is.
It's not if it's the truth, girl. White people, racists hate being called racist.
It's the most interesting thing in the world.
It's so weird.
I went to this. I told you all I went to this 3/5 performance, which was an amusement park set up called Supremacy Land. Do you remember I told you about that?
No.
I didn't tell you all about that? So it's this. So it was a performance, but the first half of it was a setup like an amusement park called Supremacy Land. And it had all these games. And so basically you pick a race when you go into the show. So they ask you if you want to be white or if you want to be black. And then they put white chalk on your forehead or black chalk on your forehead. And you have a different experience based off of whichever race you choose. So the white people got more money to play the games in the amusement park. And the black people got less money to play the games. And they had games like Shake the Cop Car, which had a black man in it. And they had games like Learn How to Tie the Noose and like a BDSM game, which was really like beating black people. Like it was, and there were certain games. And then they wanted you to react to it. So if the black people reacted, they got headphones that told them that they needed to calm down and whatever else. If the white people reacted, the people who were part of the show would come up and be like, "Are you guys okay? Do you need anything?" It was very interesting. So then they separated the blacks from the whites at the end of it. And the whites, they had this white lady come out. They had all these different things that that go on in racism. There was blatant racism. There was a black male exotic dancer who danced to, I feel like it was maybe the Whisper Song or something. I can't remember. And he stripped down to a thong and danced, and it was like trying to exploit him and embarrass him, and he ran off. And he ran off because they snatched the drawers off of him.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
And then they had this white lady come out in this martial arts uniform. And she was doing Tai Chi, and she was like, I'm not a racist. I don't see color. But they were showing how those people are just as racist as somebody who is blatantly racist.
Right.
So it was, and then there was a whole second part. But it was it fucked with you a lot. At the end of it, they were like, do you think black people needed to see this? And I was like, absolutely not. Like, this didn't do anything for black people, but white people probably needed to, because it was horrifying, actually. It was real, but it was horrifying.
Right.
Because these are really things that we dealt with. So, and then the second half was like a performance on a stage where it was a black man. So they was all the black workers who worked in Supremacy Land. And basically it was like slavery. They couldn't get out. And every time they tried to get out, they were usually prisoners who had to do like a work thing when they got out. And then when they tried to get out, they couldn't get out of working at Supremacy Land. There was always like one of them would hang themselves, or they'd be found dead, or whatever the case. And so it was this one brand new employee at Supremacy Land who kept trying to escape. and they would blare these sirens, and they would come and they'd beat him, and he ended up hanging himself. It was crazy. It was like a mammy that was singing. It was crazy. But yeah, it just reminded me of that, the Tai Chi lady with the I'm not racist and I don't see color, because there, you know, you don't have to be a KKK member just to be a racist or a bigot.
But I also feel like, I thought about this with Charlottesville too. I feel like white people are just really upset that they have to be like, they have to fight like non-covert racism.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, now I have to like fight against this, so I can't just be passively racist like I always have been. Like, shut up KKK, you're ruining this for everybody. Like,
I mean, and we do have allies. Like, we have to say,
I don't believe in allyship, but go ahead.
I know you know how I am.
Yes, I get it.
And even I will admit, we have allies. There are people who are not black who are out there who are truly infuriated by what's going on and want to try to help to do something about it.
Okay.
Go ahead. What you about to say?
It's not the fact that I don't believe in allyship. I just feel like being an ally is a verb. There's one thing to march with us and show solidarity by quote unquote standing with us. However, being a true ally would mean that you as a collective oppressor, right? Or you having all this power or privilege, you giving that up.
But here's the thing.
But it's almost like the question is, how do you do that? Right? And I feel like, do you even want to? I question that a lot. Like, because I often feel like if I wanted true, I don't know if we'll ever be free for several reasons. One, you know.
Tell me, Umar. Tell me about it, Umar. Tell me why we'll never be free.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I have to disagree with you.
Okay.
You can't give your power up. You're white. But what you can do is use your power for actual good. And that's why I have to disagree with you, because at the end of the day, no love in hip hop. You are white. So when you walk around in the street, a white person's going to see you as white until you open your mouth and say something. And those are the people who I call allies.
And I guess that's what I mean by relinquishing your power. I guess maybe this idea of using your power. Using it. Well, because in that case, I consider that like almost relinquishing your power, because you are you are centering somebody else that's not you. That's what I mean. And white people have a tendency to do that.
Absolutely.
To center themselves in everything.
And let's be very clear. Black Lives Matter is not a centering. We're centering ourselves in safety.
Yeah.
Because we have been terrorized.
Every 28 hours, violent victims of state violence.
Like, terrorized for centuries.
Yeah.
We got over here by being terrorized.
Yeah.
And by being stolen. So,
I hate slavery.
But I hate slavery. I'm just really like, I want to make sure that I acknowledge those who actually want things to change, open their mouths, don't mind saying, let me completely take that back, will open their mouths and say something, will use their white power, will acknowledge their white power. That's another thing with an ally. They acknowledge the fact that they're white, they know they're white, and they know that there's a difference with that. So they know that there's more that they have to do. Those are the people that I call allies. I have a friend with a mixed baby who says, I have a black son. So with all going on in this world, I am uncomfortable and I'm going to do whatever it is that I can because I know that I'm one half of raising a black man and I'm not a black woman and I have a responsibility there. So I have to acknowledge those. But then there are others who sit back and don't say nothing.
Yeah.
And they have the ability to do so. And you are cowards. You're cowards. You have all this white power and you say nothing. I can't expect all of you to get up and go march because not all of us get up and go march. But you say nothing. You just sit back in the corner like, whoop, well, I'm just going to use this white to protect me right now. Like, I'm not really trying to. And then
I don't have to do this. I am white.
Right. Like, I'm watching Underground and you got, white people who may not necessarily agree with freedom, but agree with slavery, but they're like, yeah. But because those white people are going through it too. They ain't going through what the niggas are going through, but they're getting killed and they're getting hunted down and beaten and scalded. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, those who are willing to stand on the front lines along with us and open their mouths, I'm going to give you some acknowledgement. I'm not getting ready to praise you because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But those of you who say and call yourself, who say you're not racist and you're not bigots and you're this and that, but you still sit back and you shut your mouth, I have no respect for you and you're no better to me than Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Or those, millions of professionals in America who marched for white people.
Yeah.
You're no better than them to me.
Let's take a break. So, there's been a lot of beef and makeup internet. First of all, shout out to Fenty Beauty.
Shout out to Fenty Beauty.
My color is 470, so if you ever want a perch, holla at a girl.
Fran and I are getting ready to go shopping.
I'm sure you're...
Because Crystal said that...
I'm sure you're 320.
I'm probably 17. But Crystal said that it matches your skin really, really well and it's super light because I don't wear foundation.
Yeah.
So, and y'all know Friend don't wear nothing. But we want to support, so we're going to go we're going to go match our skin. I'm going to go see if they have that good banana pudding and get my color.
Yeah. Get my trophy wife highlighter.
That's right.
Can't wait. It's lit.
It's lit.
Fenty Beauty.
But in true call-out culture.
Yeah. So.
The youngest Jenner, who looks like the oldest.
Yeah.
Decided that she, and her and many other products decided that they were going to pop up and start showing their black girl shades. Y'all ain't never going to get the undertones right.
Yeah.
You ain't never gonna get the undertones. You'll never be black.
Yeah, everybody's been on this performative, like, hey, look at me, niggers. Like,
hi, I have brown makeup too.
Right.
I'm sure you do, bitch.
Right. So, like, I think we mentioned, Jeffree Star. I don't know if we have a long time ago when Kim Kardashian was, like, apologizing for him because he said the N-word. So, another YouTube star who PewDiePie, whatever his name is. His name is Felix in real life.
It's probably PewDiePie, like Cutie Pie.
Yeah, so...
Cutie Pie, you're the reason why I love you so. I just want you to know. Lately, baby, know. I want you to know how much I love you so.
Okay.
You're the girl.
Anyway, somebody on YouTube by PewDiePie, 57 million subscribers, which means he's making hella bank from YouTube.
I don't know who he is.
He's a gamer. Either way, he was being, like a regular Xbox user and decided to say nigger a lot.
A troll.
Yeah, while he was on live stream.
That's cute.
Because if you ever played Xbox Live and played Halo, the first thing that them little honky kids say is nigger.
That's always their first insult.
The first thing that they go to. You don't even have to be white. They don't even have to be black. They could be. They call another white person a nigger. Like,
I have a problem with that. I have a true problem with that.
I would be surprised if you didn't, girl. But he retracted and was like, I am so because this isn't the first time this happened. He was like, I am so sorry. Like, I've been negligent. And then so like he got endorsements taken away.
Good.
Yeah. And like the gamer community is like, oh my God, we can't stand for this. And then there's some people who are like, he apologized, let's move on.
Kim Kardashian.
So here's the problem. White people always want to say like, he apologized, guys, let's move on. Why are you apart?
Why are you speaking up for him?
Why are you apart?
You ain't said boo all day.
Or even still, like, you not apart, like this didn't affect you.
At all. In any way, shape, form, or fashion. Right. Any capacity.
Right. Again, asserting themselves, centering themselves. They're so good about making things about them.
Go away, Padma.
Right.
You're not invited to the dinner party.
Right. So I'm just like, girl, like people, I don't know where they teach white people in white school, but like
to not mind their business.
But like the first thing that they go off is just nigger. Like, pew! Like I don't know what the fuck that is, It's just like the first word that comes to the tip of their tongue, not like motherfucker, not cocksucker, because you would think that's what they would use because that's part of their, ilk. But I just, ooh, nigger. Like, what?
It just rolls off their tongue like.
Well, that means you actively say that word all the time.
They say it all the time. In their homes, all the time.
Ugh.
They say it all the time. They be itching to say nigga.
God.
Be fiending to say nigga. Fiending, you got me fiending.
So anyway, hopefully bad things happen to him.
I hope so. I hope nobody plays with him and he sits by himself in the Xbox box.
Yeah. Okay, now we got this white shit out of the way. You want to hear about some niggatry?
Yeah.
There's some serious niggatry afoot. You ready?
Always.
So Bobby Brown.
Oh, God. It's real niggatry.
Yeah, he said that he taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk.
So I saw that.
Yeah.
And I swiftly moved forward.
Yeah.
Because crackheads say a lot of things.
Absolutely.
All the time.
They say everything, actually.
I think every single basshead has said that they are the first person to moonwalk.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's regular bodega talk.
Yeah. See, and that would happen.
Can't happen with a bodega box. Fucking cat on the front. What kind of shit is that?
Like that's
like dumb.
Like fucking dumb.
Dumb.
Bro. Like that's just dumb.
Stupid.
Like it's bad. Stupid. Stupid. Why on earth? Like that's ridiculous.
Weave.
Right. Weave. Like that shit is so dumb.
Stupid.
God, why people don't think?
I love raggedy ass videos.
Yeah, I know. But Bobby Brown is also suing TV One over the biopic. Biopic sounds like a medical procedure. Biopic of Bobby Christina. Now, Bobby Christina was only like 22 years old when she passed, so I don't know how
she has a biopic.
Yeah. So whatevs. Unless half the movie's gonna be about Whitney.
The problem is that Bobby Brown does not have enough money for proper legal representation, so I don't know how far that's gonna go.
Don't be cruel, 'cause I would never be that cruel to you. I know, don't be cruel. Girl, you need to change your
I mean, I don't think. I'm sure he has more money than me.
Isn't Phaedra his attorney?
I don't think so anymore.
I hope not.
Because he said she wasn't good.
Clearly.
Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, there's no good to come of this movie anyway. First of all, Vivica Fox plays Pat Houston, which I cackled.
Fitting.
Yeah. I hollered like no other. Demetra McKinney is playing Whitney. She dated Roger Bob.
Mm-hmm.
With everybody else. On the Gulf Coast.
Oh, the Gulf. Roger Bob.
Also, side note, please shout out to all the victims of Hurricane Irma and
Absolutely.
Harvey. You know, where our hearts and prayers and thoughts are with you. But yeah, no one. First of all, I'm not watching that shit at all.
No, never.
I didn't even really want to watch the one on Lifetime about Whitney, but I figured Angela Bassett directed it, so maybe it would be good, and it was okay. It didn't highlight things that we didn't know or was that was made up. It was kind of things we already knew, but it was fine. It wasn't the worst thing I've seen.
That's real.
It wasn't like the Michelet one, which was so crazy because Michelet was a part of it. But that was fucked up. But anywho. Yeah. But yeah, that's that.
So niggas tried to come for Beyonce's mom jeans when she was volunteering in Houston.
Well, may they be struck down.
I agree.
And, and smited.
They tried to come for her mom jeans, and they tried to come for her for her wearing gloves while she served food.
That's
you fools.
That is for hygiene purposes. First of all, niggas
I wouldn't want
don't
to touch you blacks either.
Hello, you fucking poor people. I wouldn't touch you niggas either.
I don't want to touch you now.
Right.
And I'm poor too.
Right. Touching none of y'all darkies. Fuck y'all. Shit.
So I know Beyonce don't want to touch y'all.
Right.
But you're supposed to wear gloves. What the hell's wrong with you?
First of all, outside of this being a hygiene issue, what church function do you know that don't have gloves?
Furthermore, Beyonce was serving the green beans and she had to hurry up and grab with no tongs and a spoon. So of course you want her to use gloves.
Right. Like, what the fuck? Like, she don't
Maybe
need to
don't.
use hands. Like,
but like, who's gonna put Beyonce's not getting ready
regardless,
to
even if it was a celebrity or not, like, I don't want people to not use gloves. Like, what?
While you're picking up green beans and putting them on my plate.
Or in general, even if you serve, giving me a napkin, give me
piece of bread at the end. Like
you need to have gloves.
I want to see some gloves on that thing.
Like, what on earth? Niggas complain about everything.
Everything.
Niggas can't ever be happy.
God.
We'll never be on one accord.
No.
Why? Because niggas can't just... never mind.
But you know who I am happy for?
What's up?
Issa.
Yes.
AKA...
Cover Girl.
The newest Cover Girl. Mm-hmm. Easy, breezy, and beautiful.
Awkward Girl.
Awkward Girl.
Yeah.
Breezy.
Yeah.
They need to just shorten it to Breezy.
Yeah.
That needs to be that.
Have
when
you
they
seen
have
the pictures from it?
I have not. I've seen some. I've seen some sneak pics, but I haven't seen like officials.
Cover, yeah, they haven't done like official campaign shot. They're all night shots, but they're they're on Cover Girl's Instagram.
I did see those.
So first of all, Issa in person, like, her pictures don't do her justice. Like, she is so beautiful in person.
This bitch is in HD all the time.
Yeah, like when we met her, I was like, God, she's so fucking pretty.
I'm like, where are your pores?
Right, and like she was just wearing regular shit, and she was just like stunning. Like,
what's your trick? Do you is it like preparation H?
Right.
John needs to do that.
Right. Right. It's Manuka honey, isn't it?
Whatever you do, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You put elephant shit on your face? Me too. Okay, great. It's happening.
Snails, got it.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you saw Insecure.
I did see Insecure.
Yeah. I had to watch it again because...
And I'm going to watch it again.
Yeah.
I didn't catch some things.
Yes.
And I didn't catch some things from when I spoke about it earlier this week, so I can talk about it again.
Okay.
Okay, so Tiffany was cheating.
Yeah, because
I didn't catch all of that. Here's my thing. I said it before, but I don't pay her any mind. So I wasn't really putting together all those shady pieces. It was just like, when they were like, oh, it's our little wee baby and this and that, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Anyway, next storyline. Like, I wasn't focused on them.
Because she wasn't even, remember when she lied, essentially, she lied to Derek and said that she was going to be at Issa's watching Due North. But
I didn't catch that as a lie. I again caught that as, I thought that was her being dramatic and extra because she's newly pregnant and who she is. So I didn't really catch all that. So when I went back and watched it, I was like, and then when Derek was at Lawrence's and he's like, oh, she's at Issa's watching Due North. It was just like, oh, and then she just didn't go at the last minute. Like, I didn't even, I don't be thinking about her like that.
Yeah, Tiffany was cheating.
Yeah, I picked that up when I went back and watched it. After they was pointed out, I was like, okay. But I definitely didn't catch that.
Yeah, absolutely. Partridge in a Pear Tree, Padma, Aparna. She was always a little pushy to me.
Too pushy.
However, I don't disagree with her. Like,
I didn't either.
Like, girl, if you gonna deal with this, like, I don't have time.
I did not disagree with her at all. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not mad at it.
Right.
I'm not mad at it at all because it's very true. Like, I don't feel like dealing with this again. Now, maybe that's just some other shit where you're able to fraternize with your coworker who you fucked once upon a time. Like, okay, I get...
She has a coworker fucking problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Absolutely.
Like, girl, you got an issue.
She continues to dip her pen in the company.
All over it's like, go out.
Right.
And not with your coworkers. But I didn't disagree with her at all. She was absolutely right. Like, I don't want to deal with anybody who's insecure and can't get themselves together. Like, if you can't handle yourself emotionally, I'm out. I'm not dealing with it. And she was like, I'm out. And she got out. So I had to have a little respect for her for that.
The show was shot so well.
It was so beautifully shot.
It was so beautiful. I don't know if this is my first time watching this shit in HD for whatever reason. I don't know. I was on Crystal's TV. She got like 4K or like 10K, 56K, whatever the fuck she got. I felt we were in Inglewood.
Okay, reality. It was reality.
Hello,
TV.
We were in Inglewood. We were in front of the dunes
Took a flight
with Lawrence.
Let me go back and change the intro. What'd you do this weekend, Jay? I went to LA.
Right.
Briefly.
Right. We were there.
In the space.
It was so good. And I was talking about because Melina Matsoukas, yes, she directed it. Mm-hmm. And I was saying today on Twitter, like, she's come a long way as a director because she directed that Kitty Cat video.
She sure did.
In the Upgrade You video.
Upgrade You Kitty Cat, and she did I feel like she did a
I feel like she did Ludacris's stand up.
Ludacris, yes.
Yeah.
Ludacris.
Because she did prosthetic things back in the day. And then all the way to Formation.
Yep. She just went back and listened to the first episode of Two Guys and a Girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and then to do because it was so beautifully, like, shot. I went back and watched it on mute because it was like, this is pretty. It reminded me of, like, you know how, like, when you watch Queen Sugar, you can watch the shit on mute and it's just beautiful. Every scene, it could be nobody got to be in it. It could just be a picture of, like, a tablecloth and just be like, wow, this is beautiful. I need to hang this in my, like, amazing. Yeah. Art.
Just play your TV on mute.
Hello, it was so good. The kitchen scene, it looked like sandcastles. Mm-hmm. Like those shots, I was like, no one has ever shot that way on Insecure before. I was standing and being nerdy.
It was
the
beautiful.
Whole night.
It was beautiful.
But do you think Issa and Lawrence are gonna get back together?
Who? No. I don't think they're gonna get back together. I don't. No, I don't. And maybe I'm inserting myself into this real white woman style. But you can see yourself with somebody for so long, and you fight for that, and you work for that, and then it doesn't work, and then you kind of do your own thing, and then sometimes you just realize it ain't it. And with all of this drama, I think obviously the end result would be, they get back together, but I don't think they're going to get back together.
I think they're Ross and Rachel. They eventually get back together at some point. Or like How I Married Your Mother.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love that show.
I know. I feel like at some point they will. Just not now.
I would like to see them not get back together. I mean, part of me wants to see them get back together just for the simple fact that they deserve each other. We both deserve each other.
Or maybe they won't get back together and they'll just become like the best of friends and they'll both get married.
And they'll just be cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't necessarily think she's going to end up with Daniel, but long term.
Not.
But I don't think I don't know. I don't think they're going to get back together. Because this whole thing is us waiting for them to get back together.
Yeah.
And the big okie doke would be like, whoop, you thought.
Right. You're right. They probably won't.
Nope.
It'd be too stereotypical if they did.
Yep. And Issa's not writing this show to be stereotypical.
Okay.
You think she is?
I don't know.
I think the show is... I wouldn't call it stereotypes. I think the show is relatable.
Sure.
But I don't think it's stereotypical.
Got it.
Because she has tried to write storylines and things like that outside of the box. Even the whole thing...
No, she has made everything kind of an opposite world. Because all the things that Issa did, a man would do in another show.
Bizarro world.
Yeah.
And...
like now Issa's homeless sleeping on a nigga's couch. Where in reality it would be a nigga sleeping on a girl's couch.
Yep. Kia said Issa's the new Lawrence.
Yeah.
So... I would like to see them both come into themselves, but I don't think I want to see them get back together.
Huh.
I just think that it wouldn't be interesting enough. Unless they just did it in some crazy way and Melina directed another episode that was like, ooh!
Yeah.
But, no.
Yeah.
Lawrence gonna end up with a white girl.
Or Lawrence dies.
What?
Yo, hear me out. Hear me out.
Woo, let me listen to this morbid mess.
Listen, I feel like you've been together, you know, what more how do you handle a grieving ex-boyfriend? Like, how do you handle like an ex-boyfriend that's passed away? I feel like that's something that hasn't been explored. That's insecure as shit.
What? Damn.
Somebody on the show got to die.
I don't know if they want to take it that heavy, friend.
I mean, because sometimes you can make shit funny. Hell, they made slavery funny.
They did.
Oh my gosh.
They did.
So you let Master go swing low on your sweet chariot.
I hate slavery.
Oh my God. Funniest shit ever. Shout out to Ben Corey Jones for writing that whole Due North.
That is
series.
hilarious. Like, you did that.
Hilarious.
And then Molly. 30 days of Molly. 30 días de Molly.
Molly. I really hate her.
She's stressing me out.
I hate her character.
She is me
She is
out.
doing the most with the least.
Nigga. She's doing absolutely
She reminds me of Layla Rashawn in Waiting to Exhale, honestly. Because Layla Rashawn, or Robin in the movie, she slept with Wendell Pierce, who was just like Lil Rel.
Yep.
And she was still fucked up over some nigga that was married.
Yep.
Because Leon was married and waited to exhale.
Yep.
And this Monstars looking motherfucker is married. Every time he come on, I'm like, I hit him high, hit him high, hit him high. You hit him low, hit him low.
Every time he comes on the screen, I'll be like, I pick things up and put them down.
Yeah.
Every time I see
He's
him.
one of the Monstars from Space Jam.
He is.
I hit him high, hit him high, hit him high. You hit him low, hit him low, hit him low.
Space Jam. Please don't reboot that.
Yeah, please don't.
I beg of thee.
Yeah. But anywho.
But yeah, Molly's stressing me out. You know, I'm really upset that they did not explore more of this Candace and Dro situation. Like, give us a little bit more context before the season ended. Because I'm like, we gotta wait a year to find out if this girl is even in an open relationship, which she's not.
Yeah.
So, can't wait for 2018.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit. So Blog is back in the news.
I wish they'd leave us alone.
Well, unfortunately, that's not gonna happen because Blac Chyna is coming out with a rap album. Your girl has been in the stew, cooking up that heat. In the studio making some beats.
Listen, I just wish they would leave us alone. I understand we don't need to compare. I've said it myself. There will only be one Cardi B.
No.
I don't know what you think you're getting ready to come out and do. I don't want to hear Blac Chyna say anything.
Oh, I do.
Outside of...
Because it's been reported that she's been working with Yo Gotti, who's also one of those people that never turned down a feature, like Chris Brown.
Down in the DMs don't count.
Yeah. Gotti, Tory Lanez, which, okay.
I know Tory Lanez from a Meek Mill song, and I don't even like Meek Mills.
Yeah. Jeremiah.
Definitely don't like him. His voice is super pubescent.
And Sway Lee from Ray Shrimmer. Damn.
I like Ray Shrimmer.
Yeah, she's been working
talented.
with Molly Mall from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So, we're about to get, some new, some beats.
You can work with...
I mean, I'm not going to buy anything that she puts out, but I will listen to it just for the sheer, like... sometimes I like secondhand embarrassment.
That's fair.
But that's only because what's interesting is that on TMZ reported, now it's TMZ. Now, I have mixed feelings about TMZ. TMZ talks a lot of spews and bullshit about people, yes. But they also were the first to report that Michael Jackson passed away.
I mean, they're always... they're not always there when you call. But they're always on time.
Sometimes I'll be like, I gotta wait till TMZ reports it, because they usually right. The head of TMZ is a damn attorney, so therefore, I feel like it's gotta be... Well, that's not true, because the head of Media Takeout is an attorney.
Definitely wouldn't have known that if you didn't tell me.
He's a big black Nigerian lawyer.
Makes all the sense in the world.
Scam.
Please send me your BlackBerry.
Reports claim that the Department of Children and Family Services in Los Angeles opened up an investigation to see if their child Dream was safe due to alleged drug use. So CPS is out for them. I'm gonna be annoyed if Dream ends up in foster care. But to be honest, the Kardashians wanted a black experience. This is what they're gonna get. They're gonna have Chris raising a little black baby.
That's exactly what's getting ready to happen.
Because there's nothing more black than a grandmammy raising her grandchild.
Yep.
Well, I was raised by my grandmother. See, black experience.
Black. You black.
Yeah. Because Tokyo...
I don't want to see her hold that baby.
Dream would be better off being raised
by Noah.
Yep.
Right now.
Yeah.
Than she would be raised.
Absolutely.
Than to be raised by Tokyo T.
Tokyo T looks like a roach.
She
looks like a moth.
She stresses me out.
Yeah.
She makes all blunt users look bad. All right. That was great.
That was a show.
Rest in peace, Frank Vincent.
Yeah, rest in peace, Frank Vincent.
You all know I have an affinity for mob things.
You do. I was about to watch Mob Wives again the other day.
It's only because of familiar ties.
Yeah.
But I love my Sopranos, Godfather, all of that. So rest in peace to Frank Vincent.
R.I.P. R.I.P. That's today's show.
That's today's show. I have a fun announcement.
Yeah?
Jade of all Jades and I'll Cook Like Your Mother, Santana, as For the Culture Catering. Will be coming to Atlanta to do a pop-up at the end of the month. So we will be announcing the specific dates, details, and all things coming very soon. Tickets will be available. As we know, it is very last minute, but it wouldn't be me if it wasn't. So look out for that. Details will definitely be coming soon. Also, Jade and XD are planning multiple live shows, so stay tuned for that as well.
On the road again. On the road again. All the black podcasts are going on tour.
Everybody. I hope you all are starting to save your little holiday.
Yeah.
So with that being said, thank you for listening and good night.
I hate slavery.
I hate slavery.
Bye.
Today's episode was produced by Abraham Kevin Quesada.
Lo siento, papito.
Lo siento. We sorry.
If you caught that, bleep that out.
Don't bleep it out.
Yeah, no.
Every time you sing that, I want to sing Just Around the Riverbend.
You can do it.
Just around the riverbend. You're here. Where would you be without me? Where would you be without me?
Okay.
Awkward dance, awkward dance, awkward dance. What makes me feel so good? Cutie pie.
Where's... Shut up!
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.